What's up, guys? KEVINCAGE here with another crypto update. I hope everybody's doing well, and this is going to be our monthly iTrustCapital video. Per usual, I want to give a big thank you to iTrust, and let's dive in. Alright, before we take a quick look at Ethereum's market cap and XRP's market cap, let's take a quick look at 8infinitemarketcap.com. We can see companies well over 100 trillion. We have the crypto asset class over $3.8 trillion, and gold ranked number 1 at over $22 trillion. And this is followed by some of the biggest companies: Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, which is Google, and then we have Bitcoin number 7 at over 2.3 trillion. So for simplicity, when we compare gold's market cap to Bitcoin, we can basically say that gold's market cap is 10 times bigger. And the question we're asking ourselves, because even years ago saying that Bitcoin would reach over $1 trillion in market cap was crazy, you were full of hype, you were a moon boy, and now we're over 2. And what we can learn from that is time changes everything. And keep in mind that I'm speculating here, and nothing I ever share is financial advice, but considering that Bitcoin started from nothing, it surpassed not just 1 trillion, but 2 trillion. If it continues year over year, even over the next decade, what type of market share could it capture compared to gold? Simply imagining Bitcoin with a market cap of 5 trillion, 10 trillion, even 15 trillion. And then going to coinmarketcap.com, we can see Bitcoin dominance and Ethereum dominance. Now obviously we don't know how this is going to shift in the future with Bitcoin and Ethereum and other assets, but considering Bitcoin dominance is 60% of the entire crypto asset class, the bigger Bitcoin gets, the better. So if Bitcoin continues to gobble up trillions of dollars in market cap and it gains more market share compared to gold, where could the future of the crypto asset class be? And will we see some altcoins in the future surpass over a $1 trillion market cap someday? And we really don't know where the future is going to be over the next 5 to 10 years. Are we going to see the dominant players in the top 10 continue to absolutely dominate, or are we going to see some new kids on the block with some brand new use cases? Just for perspective, we know that Ethereum last cycle, the number 2 asset, already surpassed over $500 billion in market cap before. With its all-time high market cap around 570 billion, today we are just under 460 billion. So Ethereum is number 2, and the same thing can be said about XRP ranked number 3 today, and we know that it also surpassed Ethereum's market cap 2 times before. Although it was brief, it did happen, so looking at XRP, its all-time high market cap over 200 billion. So basically a little less than 5x for both the price and the market cap would equal a $1 trillion market cap for XRP. Now this is just talking about the overall potential for the crypto asset class. Obviously, there could be huge ROI for assets that are sub $1 billion going up to $10 billion or even $100 billion market cap. And there are a million other things, including the stablecoin market cap today at 266 billion. Remember the predictions years ago in 2023 for basically soaring to $2.8 trillion or even $3 trillion. So this was back in 2023 when the stablecoin market cap was around 125 million, and we can see that we're already up double since then. And then of course, considering the tokenization of everything, we have total RWAs on chain today over $25 billion. And we could include stablecoins with this, and we can actually see the total is 278 billion. And we've definitely come a long way, but in the scheme of things, compared to the overall prediction for asset tokenization in the future by BCG of a $16 trillion business opportunity in 2030, we have a long way to go. Basically accounting for 10% of global GDP, we have blockchain use cases for asset tokenization for a variety of markets and asset classes. And we've read the BCG report before. They make a note that basically crypto assets are excluded from that report, but I disagree. Considering everything we know, we also had this patent that was found by Generation Infinity by the DTCC. And we already know that the Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation is very big. They've been looking at interoperability with public blockchains. It's not just private. And friendly reminder, these are all examples of public blockchain networks in the crypto space. And we can see down below, they settle around $3.7 quadrillion worth of securities. I believe that securities and equities are going to be tokenized in the future. They process more than 100 million transactions, amounting to approximately $1.2 trillion daily. They maintain custody of around $87 trillion in securities across more than 130 global jurisdictions. And feel free to take a screenshot, you can actually search this patent yourselves, but the fact that they are explicitly naming compatible networks to be interoperable with is a very telling sign. Alright, we still have a bunch more to go over in today's video, but let's dive more into iTrustCapital, so this is linked right in the top of the YouTube video description. And this is hands down the best crypto retirement platform available for US residents. I've had my crypto Roth IRA with them since January of 2020. I'm sure many of you are already familiar with iTrustCapital, you already have an account today, but they do leverage a qualified custodian. So I get this question a lot, and according to Kevin Maloney, the CEO of iTrustCapital, per their terms of service, if they went out of business, we get our funds by law. We cannot say the same if we had our funds on Coinbase. And why I love iTrustCapital is they've been one of the few legitimate crypto companies that have been here for years, and they offer over 80 different crypto assets. It was great to see that Fidelity launches IRAs that allow direct investments into crypto in April of 2025, but if we look at actually what they offer in terms of options, they don't offer 80 different options. They offer Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, and you can see that yourselves. It's 2025, and I want options. I don't want to just be able to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Litecoin. Now I'm going to play a super quick clip that I've shared before of the CEO of iTrustCapital, Kevin Maloney, pointing out in terms of investable IRA assets available, there are $13 trillion out there. And it's great to see big players like Fidelity get more involved in the crypto space every few years, but we can see that they have $7.8 trillion in assets under management, the largest provider of retirement savings accounts in the US.
But the market is massive. I mean, we have a fraction of it. If just the IRAs alone put 5% of their portfolios into Bitcoin only, right? It's the 15-year-old most stable asset, never been hacked, no issuer, $2 trillion market cap. Well, maybe it's down a little bit today, and long track record, right? So even if they just did that, it's 700 billion in assets that will flow into the digital arena over the next, 5 to 10 year time frame.
All right, next up, we also got this news in the beginning of this month. We have Solana. Sol staking is officially live on iTrustCapital, so great to see. So I'm looking forward to see this being added for more assets that use proof of stake for the consensus mechanism. Keep in mind that XRP uses a different consensus mechanism, so it can't be staked in the traditional sense. So please beware of scams. There are going to be many more in the future, I'm sure, but there are ways to technically stake or earn yield on your XRP using the AMM, which is native to the XRP ledger. But keep in mind that when you're providing liquidity or provisioning liquidity, it's not risk-free. You have to really understand smart contract risk, even using like wrap tokens and bridge risks, or even just impermanent loss using an AMM. And there are definitely options available today like Flare Networks or DeFi aggregators that wrap XRP or XP Market with AMMs. And then I also saw that article shared by CoinDesk announcing a group more markets for XRP earnouts. You just have to be careful. I mean, if you are, in quotes, staking your XRP on an exchange, make sure that they're not lending it out, make sure you understand the risk. There's just a lot of things to know. And I have a small position in an AMM on the XRP ledger, but comparing the ROI of just holding XRP over the past year versus that, holding XRP did a lot better. So anyways, rant's over, but this is good news for Solana, which actually leverages proof of stake as its consensus mechanism. So super self-explanatory if you hold Solana or buy Solana in iTrustCapital and you want to stake it. And if you haven't already, be sure to go check out iTrustCapital. They offer so many different accounts. They offer 401ks, TSPs, even SEP IRAs or SEP IRAs, 403bs, 457s, and more. I personally have a Roth IRA, so it grows tax-free. It's all self-directed. You have a mobile application on iOS or Android. You can buy your crypto assets 24/7, 365. So this settles within a minute. It's not like buying a crypto ETF Monday through Friday and you don't even own the crypto asset. And for anybody interested in something extremely robust that's a non-IRA account, I don't want to say it's unhackable, but it's extremely secure with a closed-loop system, be sure to check out the new premium custody accounts. And this is a very cool feature that we've gone over before if you guys want to take a screenshot of this, just comparing cold storage and exchange versus a premium custody account. We can see down below, a closed-loop system does not allow payments or connection to external wallets, so it cannot be sent to another wallet if somebody got access to your accounts. For added security, US dollar withdrawals to and from your bank account only, so keep your bank account safe and your crypto is safe. Alright, let's finish up with two more things and we'll call it a day. So first, we went over this in May, the US Department of Labor rescinds their 2022 guidance on cryptocurrency and 401k plans. So what does this mean? This is a major green light for institutional access for crypto. Basically, fiduciaries now have clear legal room to include crypto assets and 401k plans. And just putting this all together, considering the trillions of dollars in traditional finance that are in 401k plans today. And why is that a big deal? Because that was seen for a while as a very big barrier that prevented a lot of crypto retirement investing, and now this opens the door for Fidelity, Vanguard, and more. We have this right here, dated today, July 30th. We have the Trump White House will release its first crypto policy report outlining plans for tokenization and new regulations. We have shared by Reuters the White House to unveil the crypto policy report. And this report is expected to outline the administration's stance on tokenization and market-defining crypto legislation, among other issues critically important to the digital asset industry. We also have down below a mention of Trump ordering the creation of a crypto working group that's tasked with proposing new regulations. So basically in this report, we're expected to see a lot of key points or frameworks regarding tokenization for stocks, bonds, and real estate. I think they're also expecting the SEC to develop more clear guidelines for blockchain-based securities as well, consumer protection, tax rules, etc. So we've come a very long way over the past 7 years that I've been doing YouTube videos on the crypto asset class, but one thing is for sure that these next 5 years are going to be defining moments to get regulatory clarity for crypto, and that is huge for institutional adoption. That opens the floodgates. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I want to give a big thank you to iTrustCapital for sponsoring this video and allowing me to keep the channel going. I have iTrustCapital linked right in the top of the YouTube video description. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, and until next time. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash the like button and let me know your thoughts down below. You can find all links to my crypto resources, including tools for charting, trading bots, wallets, portfolio trackers, and exclusive discounts right in my link tree in the video description. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.